Here I have with me my bolt-action assault rifle that I've recently built, and so I just wanted to give you guys a quick overview video of some of its capabilities, the ammunition that it shoots, which is these yellow rods, and it can also shoot a muzzle-loaded round, which are these red rods with the red tip. And then I also wanted to just see with you guys if I added more size 117 bands, if it got better range. So we'll see that at the end of this video, but first let's talk about some of the cool features. First off, this gun is a really nice bolt-action gun. I've built the Z-Car, the S1, and the S2, all good bolt-action guns in their own right, but some of them had cut pieces, things like that. This particular model does not need any cut pieces at all. I might have a few in there, either for looks, for comfort, but it doesn't require any. It's got a nice pair of sights. I don't know if I'll be able to have you guys see that, but you just line up the center of the circle with the two green rods here, which are also part of the trigger system. You can see that activation. The bolt is really easy to cock, and it can handle quite a few bands. It's kind of a mix of the Vice CKG and the Z-Car, but only little tiny parts of those two guns, so it's essentially my own original design. Wow, it's chilly out here. So with all that sort of wrapped up, let's just get into like some of the shooting stats. I have right here, this is the internal magazine push arm removing. You can load it up with 10 bands. It really does just depend on what you want to do, but I'm loading it up with 10, or I'm loading it up with 5, excuse me. And so that's 1, 2. Sometimes it's difficult to load, and if I were to ever bring this to a war, I would change it so that it was removable magazine, but this model isn't, as are most bolt-action guns. So you just load it just like that, and then you wrap it around, putting the band either here or here to get the best push, if you will. All right, so those are some magazine-loaded rounds. I'll just turn the camera, aiming at that place set right there, and I'll just show you guys a lock and load. You pull it back. It's a little difficult with two brand new size 117 bands. That's what these are. These are brand new 117s. So that's pushed back, and then sometimes you have a little bit of problem with loading around from the magazine up into the chamber. I'm not sure. Yeah, I got around in there. Alright, so I'm going to aim relatively straight from the camera, and we are a go. So it's not bad. It's not a bad bolt-action gun by any means. Sometimes the trigger does not activate right away, but that's not always a big deal. And it's relatively smooth action, so and it depends on what you do with the gun, but you can get up to 70 feet of range with two size 117 bands. 3 will get you closer to 80 feet. But one of the weird things about this gun is when you try and load it, when there's only 2 rounds left, it does that. That's just an easy fix. All you have to do is add a bigger, stronger band that pulls it up. Right now, all I have to do is just put my hand here and cock it this way, and it works just fine. Then fire it. You just load it again. It's really, really simple. Nice gun. It's reloaded, and then you just fire it like that. So that's the magazine loaded, and now we will do a muzzle loaded round. And what I'm going to do is take you guys sort of out to my yard, and we'll take 2 muzzle loaded rounds. We'll grab these bag of 117s. We'll go over there, and we'll show you the range difference between two 117 bands and 1 or 2 more, and we'll see if bands really do increase the range. So let's just grab this stuff and let's move over there. Alright, so we're in position. Over there is our general area. Our yard is 80 feet long, if you know anything from any of my other videos. So give me just a second to load this first muzzle loaded round. Alright, so I loaded them around, but I haven't pulled the pin back, so I should do that. And give me a second. We are a go. We got a muzzle loaded round. We got pin pulled back. Now let's try it. Straight angle and fire. Alright, now I will load it up with 2 more bands, so give me a second. Banding process always takes so long. Alright, so now we have just 3 brand new 117 bands, and we will see if that really increases the range, and then we'll see what else we can do. Let me load another muzzle loaded round. Give me a second. Alright, so now it's all loaded. We have 3 117 bands and another muzzle loaded round. We're gonna fire the straight angle. Give me a second, and then we are go. Give me Alright, now let's go check out those 2 rounds, and then we'll add a 4th 117 band. So the first round landed here, and from where that gun is, I don't know if you can see that, I'll zoom the camera in. Over there, that's where the gun is, to this right here, I would say that's about 50 feet. Now let's go to the 3rd band, and admittedly it is a little bit windy, but that's the 2nd round we fired with 3 117 bands, and I don't know if you can see it, right over here is the first round I fired with just 2, so the range increase is really not that much. Oh, I would say maybe, yeah, 10 feet, so if that was 50 feet, this is 60 feet. Let's go back, and whoops, let's grab these 2. And we will head back to load a 4th 117 just to see if the gun can handle it, which I'm kind of doubting as of right now. It was hard to load that last one. Alright, so that's that. Let me add 1 more. Give me a second. The bolt can handle it, I just don't know if the mechanism can. Dang it, that's hard. Alright, so here we have 4. Give me a second. And we are going to have a few problems here, but we're ready to go. You can see that's 4 117s, muzzle loaded round, same as one of the other 2 rounds. Alright, let me fire it in 3, 2, 1. Oh, that went a little up, but let's go all the way. So, we are here. We're gonna go over there. And we are here. So, I have the camera directly over it, and I don't know if you can see all the way down there. So, 4 bands made it go probably 20 feet farther than the last one. So if we were at 60 feet, we are now at like 70, 75 feet. So, yep. So does bands really add that much better range to the gun? Maybe. It just depends on the gun, the ammo you're shooting, and that's my bolt action gun.